party.
I love it.
Well, it's the choreographed wedding dance that I love so much. Getting married, it's stressful, it's wonderful, it's hard, it's exciting, it's all those wonderful things. But when it comes together and it's a beautiful moment, that's what you want. We have Robin Seville here from Bride Access to help us make it all come together and make it wonderful.
That's the hope, huh?
It is.
It's a lot of work to put a wedding together.
It really
a lot of emotions
is.
are involved.
You know, I think I may have just been young and dumb, and I didn't stress out that much about it. I mean, it just kind of came together. But some of the things that you want to talk about today happened with us. Some good things.
Did they?
Which I think is great. The first thing you say is, when someone says it's my day, my way, that's not actually the best idea, because you have two families coming together.
You're bringing two families together, and once you say, the bride says yes to the proposal, she's going to become an in-law, and by doing so, you're joining another family as well. And if you just say it's my day, my way, you're kind of automatically starting to exclude other people. Yes, it is the bride and groom's wedding. It is their day. But go to your family, go to those people closest to you and say, you know what, this is a big event for us, and we want you to be part of our event. And include them in whichever way you can. We're even guilty at Bride Access of saying at one time, it's your day, your way. It's kind of empowering. But long-term, include your family the best you can in that day.
Well, I like what you have next. It's set the tone. The bride and the groom set the tone for the day. So whether you're stressed out and crazy or you're just enjoying it, it sets the tone for everybody.
Exactly. So decide, is it going to be a big wedding? Is it going to be a small wedding? Is it going to be in the mountains? Is it going to be on the beach? Is it going to be very formal? Is it going to be casual? And once you make those decisions, then it makes it that much easier for you to say, you know, we're going to be in charge of these elements of our wedding, but we want our family to help us with these other parts of the wedding. And so by assigning those other parts, you're now bringing them in, getting them involved, and they feel like they're part of this big event. Often the in-laws feel like they're kind of excluded from the whole planning, and often they don't even know the bride-to-be yet. So all of a sudden she's just joining this family. Who is this person? Do your best to include the family every way you can.
Well, speaking of in-laws, let's talk about that mother-in-law, daughter-in-law relationship, because it's brand new territory for a lot of people.
It is, and mom sometimes feels like she's losing the son that she's spent all these years raising, and the bride feels like, well, I don't know this person either, and often they really don't know each other. And all of a sudden they're thrown together, and they're going to plan this wedding together. And mom's saying, well, who is this person? And she's saying, well, it's my wedding. Leave me alone. Let me do it together. Keep in mind that mom has been through, his mom has been through this before, most likely.
Well, I told my mother-in-law, Tiffy, I said, the rehearsal dinner, you're in charge, and I gave her a job, and I was like, we need whatever you like. You figure it out, and that she worked on those things rather than, you know, talked about a lot of the stuff that happened with the wedding. So I gave her a job. That was brilliant.
That was a good
And it made her happy.
It made her happy, and because our rehearsal dinner, she was a wonderful party planner. I mean, it ended up being great. But then she was occupied with something, and then I did what I wanted, which was great.
We've seen mothers get so excited about planning weddings that after the wedding they became a wedding planner themselves.
Right.
Actually went into it. Yeah, it's kind of exciting.
Okay, and then the wedding day, that's just it. It's one day.
It's one day.
It doesn't have to make or break the marriage.
You know, we talk a lot about communication between the bride and the groom. And we said, you know, take some time, not just planning the wedding. Keep dating. Keep in mind that that is just one day. It's the day that launches the rest of your lives together. And by putting those things into perspective, you actually are nurturing the relationship. It's also good advice if the bride and the mother-in-law are working together to plan the wedding, spend some time not just talking about the wedding.
Communicate, really.
Communicate.
Good advice.
The mother-in-law realized that her son is in love with this young woman, and probably for very good reason. And the bride-to-be will learn that, you know, this mom raised him, raised the man that I love. And so spend some time talking about other things besides just the wedding planning, the wedding day.
You can find all this great information and more at brideaccess.com. Robin, so happy you came on to chat about this stuff. I know, because you know what? People are getting married all the time. They need to hear these things.
They do. Thank you. They do. Thank you.
All right, coming up next, Angels in the Kitchen with a really creative and yummy looking pizza. We'll be right back.